on YouTube. Muzak Rider here. Haha, I'm not in the pothole lane. I am on my way down to, yep, you guessed it, visit my folks. Been going down a lot lately.
That's what she said. Or he said.
Kind of nice to have the time, actually. Just being on winter break and everything, you can actually do it. I just wanted to drop my 2 cents in on a subject that's pretty widely discussed on YouTube. There's a lot of controversy, a lot of opinions, a lot of videos too, so I figured it wouldn't hurt to drop another video in the mix on it. And that's squidding and that whole topic. Now, first, let me just kind of define what I think of when I think squid. For me, it's somebody who just doesn't wear gear when they ride, so those people that just wear shorts and a t-shirt and their flip-flops, it's kind of squidding to me. And to a more extreme extent, wearing, you know, omitting gear and also riding like a nut job, or, you know. I think the epitome of squid is those guys that wear jeans and a shirt with those Icon striker vests and they hit the canyons with that. That to me is just like super squid right there. Now, I think that if you're going to squid, that is completely up to you. I hold no judgment if you're going to do it. I just think that those who do it should be 150% aware that if you do squid and you go down, it's going to be a lot worse than if you were wearing gear. Now, that may seem like a really obvious statement, but I think a lot of people just kind of hop on the bike and go without really thinking about that consequence. Now, you know, when it gets hot around here, I will squid. You know, I'll just go to work in my slacks and a t-shirt. But I'm always wearing boots, I'm obviously always wearing my helmet, and I've always got gloves. I've ridden without gloves before, and it's to me, it's just harder to ride. I don't have as good of a grip on the handlebars, and then riding in tennis shoes, it makes shifting a lot harder for me. So I prefer to wear boots that cover up to my ankles at least. I have some lighter weight combat boots for the summer and for just tooling around town, because they're a lot more comfortable to walk in at work than the boots I'm wearing right now, which are I guess they're track boots really, but they're a lot more geared towards riding and they're not nearly as comfortable to walk around in, but they offer a lot more protection. I will say though, there was a short period of time where I got a little cocky on the bike, and I think probably a lot of people have that little phase when you start riding. You're like, alright, yeah, I can handle this bike, you know, I know how it's going to react in any situation, when you really don't. And I have to say that removing gear from the equation, mainly the jacket, I always had everything else on, but the jacket and stuff, getting rid of that and just wearing a t-shirt helped me take it down a notch, because I was aware that, you know, if I was going to eat shit, it's obviously going to be a lot worse. So taking gear out of the equation helped me ditch that little phase, which was good. So in that sense, squidding can be a good thing, but that, you know, that may not work for everyone. One place I'll never squid is hitting the canyons when I go for a canyon ride, or at least when I go for a longer distance ride, like when I go down to visit my parents. It's a 40-mile ride, so I'm just going to suck it up and wear everything. But you'll never catch me not wearing a jacket and pants and all that stuff when I'm hitting the canyons. Now, if heat's your biggest reason for squidding, there are always ways to get around that. Like, they make lighter weight gear that makes it a lot more comfortable to ride in the heat. Like my Alpine Stars jacket, it's a mesh jacket, and it makes it a lot more comfortable to ride in the heat, yet I still have that protection. Now, it's definitely going to be a one-time use jacket, whereas leather, you could probably go down in a couple times and it'll be fine, but the mesh jackets, it's a one-time deal, so the gear is a little bit more expendable, but I think it's worth it, because it definitely makes riding in heat safer and more comfortable. So there are ways around the heat. You can also get base layers that make the wind feel a little bit more like air conditioning, and they work pretty well. I have a t-shirt version and then some shorts, and they do work pretty well. So as far as heat goes, there's really not much of an excuse to squid, but like I said, if you're gonna do it, go ahead and do it. I won't judge. Other people shouldn't too, but just be aware that if you do eat shit, it's gonna be a lot worse than if you were wearing gear. So keep that in mind when you do it. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to drop my 2 cents in there on that one. Ride safe, and I'll talk to you guys later.